Gonna let her loosen up. I'm gonna go right into my exercises. I'm gonna sit and collect to exercise number 1. Then I'm going to go back on the track. Ask her to bend in a couple strides, bend out, bend in a couple strides, and go back on the track. I'm going to go into exercise number 2. Just going to move around off my outside leg. And after that exercise, I'm going to go into exercise number 1. So I'm going to bend around my inside leg. And go back on the track. And ask her to extend her canter. And collect as I would do an exercise. Whoop. Now if you saw there, she broke. That's okay, because I was asking her to slow down, shorten her stride. I'm just going to go back to my canter. But I want to make sure I don't punish that, because I was asking her to slow down, and she's definitely slowed down. So I'm just going to go back and continue what I was doing. I'm going to go ahead and let her go back to her working trot. Canter. Cut across the center. Do a simple change. I always like to do simple changes. Let her get back straight on the strut. Sit my trot. Ask her to canter. Hope, hope. Easy, easy. Find my nice working canter. I'm going to go ahead and ask her to bend a little to the right, inside. Bend to the outside. Bend to the inside. Back on the track. I'm going to go ahead and sit and collect. Go on to exercise number 2. Ask her to move off my outside leg, around the corner, and I'm going to go back to my working canter. And I'm going to ask her to lengthen her canter as I would do in exercise 4. And I always want to have them lengthen their canter off their hocks, never on their forehand. Hope. Ask her to ho so I can fix my mic. Hope. Good girl, hope. Get that up there. Excuse me for that. I'm going to go right back into work. Go ahead and go back to finding my lengthening canter. I'm going to go ask her to collect. That's okay. That's what I asked her to do. She just did it a little too much. Go into exercise number 1. Bending around my inside leg. I'm going to do exercise 1 more time because I had a little boo-boo in there and I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to go back on the track. Good girl, Rosie. I'm going to bend in a little bit. I'm going to bend out a little bit. I'm going to bend in a little bit. And go back on the track. I'm going to go right back to our lengthening canter. So we're going to lengthen our canter. open the stride. Ask him to go back to a working canter. Ho, 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 ho. We're going to ask her to collect your canter and do exercise 3 for one last time. Going to bend in, going to bend out, going to bend in. We're going to go back, do that one more time. Going to bend in, going to bend out, going to bend in, and go back on the track. Good girl, Rosie. Oh. Good girl. Now also, when we finish, something that I preferably like to do is I like to let my horses kind of relax and go to the buckle. And I like to trot them and walk them and just kind of let them relax. Reason being, oh, easy, Rosie. She goes, let me relax, let me relax. The reason being behind that, is because all those exercises really press and really demand strength from all their body parts. So by letting them relax, it kind of lets them take a deep breath and stretch all those muscles out, and so they're not really tight and compacted when you go to put them away. And something that I always like to do, or if the horse is advanced enough to do, especially on Rosie and Jocko, when they're done, I like to take the bridle off, just kind of let them stretch out and just trot around a little bit. And let me tell you, Rosie always looks forward to this one. And this is kind of like the warm down. That makes any sense. We like warm them down instead of warming them up. Come on, Rosie, let's go. And for this, especially with Rosie as a princess, I just kind of like let them stretch out. Let them kind of stretch their muscles, kind of relax. Let them be a horse. As you can see, her ears are up, her back is relaxed, and if she could have a smile, I think she'd have a smile on her face. So I'm pretty sure she enjoys this, except for the flies. Easy, baby. See how her ears are up? I'm pretty sure that means they're happy. It's my way of letting her relax and enjoy herself. Oh, good girl. He's a good girl. This is kind of what a 20-25 minute daily workout for most of my horses would look like. And this is an example of how you work with those exercises and work them into their daily workout. Hope it helps, and thanks for watching. Good girl, Rosie. It's a good girl.